All right, my friends, here we go. We are going to start looking at these games. And as I've said before, weakness of the dojo is that beginning around 2100 especially, we don't have enough people in the program, and that leads to a lack of games. And so I have to make some kind of decision about how many games make it. Maybe I could limit it, say, to 3. Some of these games here you can see are my games that somehow got put into the wrong cohort. So one way to do it would be to put 3 instead of 5. And then let's look quickly at 2300. So even a worse problem, we could put 1 there, and I think David has just a couple games up for 23, and then of course I've done a bunch. 24, Kostya's only done 1, because those guys, they haven't learned to analyze their games yet. That's why they're not GMs, buddy. In any case, let's start with this 21-22 and look through this a little bit. Something else I'm interested in is bring the scoreboard over here. And let's look just briefly at the 2100 cohort. What's going on, man? Is this for real? Wait a second. So, right. What's happening here is, you can see this is actually very embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. We just have one person, dude, in this cohort who is active. That means you've done something in the last 30 days. And this is, let's click on Alex B. Let's follow Alex B. In Austin, Texas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 2200 USCF. Yeah, this is where it gets hard, my friends. That's where it gets hard. Okay, so we'll go back over here. Oh, that's such a bummer. There's a problem really with the scoreboard. That doesn't really shows like it seems like there's less people than there are. But yeah, you got to be doing something the last 30 days. As an example, I haven't done anything in the last 7 days. I've just been committed to this business. So, I've also fallen off a little bit here. Okay, well, let's look at one of Treadstone's games here. Okay, this is the move that Perelstein likes. Oh, and that's clever from white. I wasn't really aware of that, honestly, this move order. It's kind of clever. So normally, CD would happen in D5. Huh. Oh, well, that's quite nice from white, honestly. So, E6, probably correct. Gotta wonder what other, I don't know what other moves you do, honestly. It's definitely a weird move. Oh, these are good notes. So CD4, D5. Okay, what I don't understand is, let's say pop, pop, check. We can look at bishop d7 in a second. Here, maybe you're just fine. Maybe you're just fine. I really object to knight d4. It really seems like a chump thing, because what's this knight supposed to do now? Okay. So dude says a6 is the only move. So original intention was just developing. But then d5. Well, it's not somehow this works. White's not developed, White's falling behind in their development. So then he talks about a6 right here. Seems like you could also play e d5, bishop d5, a6, and then you got to worry about no, knight d6 isn't going to bring it, because I can take and king d7, bishop f7, king f7. Maybe it's a little scary, but I don't believe in that either. Okay, you could do it this way too. In which case, I think white's really blown it. I think that's arguably lost. Yeah. Okay. So, and what is this? Okay, so I'm with him. I think 97 is correct, but I'm sure you can play this position with a6. Castles. Now 97 isn't the only move. And now dude plays d5. Yeah, white's problem is the knight on b1. I automatically dismissed this move since I didn't want to leave the pawn on e6. Well, right, and then it seems like this bishop e3 move really should be criticized, right? One simple play for white could be queen e2 intending on d5 to play bishop d3 or something. I'm not totally happy with it, I gotta be honest. Bishop's bad. The knight on b1 is a real loser. Okay, so this goes down. He wants to get his bishop out. Knight d5 though really makes bishop d3 looks poor. D2. When anticipating this position, I felt like this was a solid position for black, but when I arrived here, I wasn't super happy with my choices. Okay. Is this a Mora? Related to the Mora, we got this one, which can also happen with the c3 move order. And then black plays this g6 thing, which, I think, as I said earlier, Perelstein, friend of the dojo, Eugene Perelstein, helped to popularize. Yeah. I'm just thinking about what I would do. One bummer about this position is I'd like to play bishop g4, and that might be the right move anyway, but on h3 I will have to take. I think that, nevertheless, I think that's correct. And what white or black has to understand is that's the bad bishop, and that it's all about the d4 square. So if h3, I'm just going to take it. And what are you going to do? I guess knight f3, but then I have knight f5, and I'm fighting for the square. And if you don't play h3, then I'm just content. I mean, I can take on f3 next if I want to do anyway. But I can play things like queen d7 and rook c8. Oh, here he says, h3, immediately asking the question. Knight d4, bishop f3, knight f3, knight f5. Well, that was my position. Oh, well, that was me. That was me writing that. That was me writing that. So yeah, you can see he's happy with just taking the bishop, and he's thinking about this weird stuff. And say black's gonna have a hard time winning this. Okay. Now sometimes you get what you get. Now 95 I think is incorrect, because black needs to understand that that bishop is not such a great thing. Now maybe, I guess the argument is that we're going to actually play knight c4 and maybe get enough juice that way. This guy plays queen d3. I definitely think we got to talk about queen d2. I think rook e1 is a good default move. And now rook e8. I would want him to talk about knight c4 now. Look at this guy. He's like, no, I'm not trading anything with you, buddy. Huh. So the variation I think would come to mind here is boom, boom, boom. And I'm happy with black here. Let's say you do your bishop h6. I don't care. I'll go ahead and play knight d5 anyway. Maybe I got a better move than that. Maybe also knight f5. Could be fun. Maybe you can annoy me here. Bishop g5. Maybe that's the actual intention. Okay, maybe that's a little annoying. But on the other hand, I have I do got a little bishop. Okay, so that could be something I would want to look at. I think bishop g5 at any point could be done. Ooh, and then this is a mistake. Yeah, because now white will have uncontested control over the d4 square. And in addition to rook fe1, I think bishop g5 is pretty annoying too. So bishop f5, it's already bad though. It's already bad. Right. So queen f4, simple chess. f6. Oh, the milk's gone bad. The milk's gone bad. All right, white needs a good move here. Yeah, I think we're strategically lost now. Just looking. Rook AD1 looks good. It'd be nice to put an eval on there. And then just tell us how you think black should have gone from there. I think h4, he's also concerned about you playing g5, which probably would be suicidal. These moves definitely we got to talk about here. Maybe actually let's look at Ollie Doodle. It could well be that Ollie Doodle is significantly lower rated here, and that's why he's talking like he's got to win. Wait, Ollie Doodle. Yeah, there it is. Ollie Doodle, 1400, 1500. So significantly less lower rated. Okay, some nice notes about rook e4 and then rook d1. It's an interesting position, by the way. I feel like, let me just say, I don't like that white is trading queens. Yeah. Right, why are we trading queens, Bows? Just go here, man. Maybe you're going to do this to me then? No, then I can go here. It is true, he's doing great here too, but now the black king might be able to be a fancy man. So he saw in the game that this was good enough for equality. Okay. But he missed that the rook was hanging. Okay, good analysis. I like that with a slight pull here, yeah. White can, White can dream of somehow just making that rook's return. I guess let's go rook h5, rook e5. It's an unpleasant position. Yeah, maybe we could even go further in the analysis here. So, F5. In which case, Rook AE1, just if you got D4 next, then this is not what Dude wants. Yeah. Okay. So. Well. Wait a second. Are we saying somehow the rook is worse on E8 for black? So wait a second. I don't get it. So if Dude had played rook D1, what's the issue here? Right? What are we talking about? Okay, so it seems a little bit of shenanigans going on here. And then he goes with the direct C4. Definitely seems wrong. I don't know if white has too much anymore, though. That's definitely a mistake. And Dude is like, I don't even need to rush to take that pawn. Oh, these are really good notes, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a problem here, yeah. Okay. Now, if we start in this position, it seems interesting to consider bishop a3, king d3, b5. And now if king d4, we play here. All right? And I'm at some point, and maybe I could play a5 too. Okay? Maybe I could play a5 too. And Dude could consider bishop d2, but this seems like kind of maybe more what I'm after. Now this is a bummer. All of a sudden maybe he is getting a little juice. Oh yeah, that isn't it. So you need to tell us, Baus, what should white have done? And I think he's afraid of f4. I don't think they should be. Well, here's a hilario, though. If here, he's afraid of this, and bishop moves, and here. And then we might not even be lost now, but that's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. Here's an idea. King c5, f4, d6, e7. Oh, here's a real problem for us. Check to the miserable king. We go here. Queen, queen, and then our host. It's gonna be, well, we're lost. Even if it's not made, it's not. So we need some variations here, Bobs. Maybe bishop h6 is a nice move. Yeah, there we go. Here white might be playing with some juice. Yeah, we might be the ones with some juice here, son. Yeah, welcome to the dojo, Bubba. Bubba. Welcome to the dojo, Bubba. Probably black has to play king d6. Check to the miserable. Very big deal that I've taken away, controlled the advanced square. You could argue maybe you want to play king c7, but that does allow, some things. Probably what you want to do. Okay, but here he's not going to lose. Okay, yes, incorrect pawn square. So then we have king c5, king c3. Well, I see. Yeah, good. Okay. Now you're talking, dude. Oh, these are good notes, dude. These are really good notes. Okay. And then we're saying this is the variation he thinks white's equal. Is this true? Is this true? So white, maybe it's true, but it's not going to be so easy. Because you have to put the bishop. Oh no, I don't know. I mean, we'll start with like this move. This might be welcome to the dojo pretty quick here, my friend. Am I threatening g5? It looks like I am. That's what it looks like. So then if king d4, now king d4 is a problem because now here, wherever the bishop moves, I give a check and I win your coconut, baby. King d3. Okay, these are great notes. Check to the miserable king, and now he says he's winning, and it's probably true. Great game, dude. All right, so we are going to feature this game. Can't white make a draw before with b5 if wins? Maybe. I mean, maybe. That was a good game, dude. I don't know if b5 is going to work out. I think you mean in some position where the pawn's still on b4. I mean, the outside passer is a hell of a drug. Yeah. So, great. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break for coffee because I deserve it. And then we're going to come back and keep going. I'm very encouraged by that game. We don't have, as I said, we don't have enough annotations in the 21 to 22, but that was pretty amazing. And we'll look at more of the dude as well. All right, I'll be right back. ChessDojo Training Program was built around 3 principles. The first is that to improve at anything, you need a structure and a plan to follow, something you can trust. And so at the dojo, we have material, whether you're an absolute beginner or you're a grandmaster, we have the appropriate material to get you to the next level. The second principle is something that also can be used to learn anything, and that's called the principle of plus minus equal, that you need somebody above you, an equal, and somebody below you. And in terms of the dojo, what that means is above you, you will have the senseis and other higher rated players who will give you insight and critique maybe on your games. But at a deeper level, the program itself is the plus that you have to give some measure of authority to follow the program. Your equal is your cohort. These are the people with whom you are going to spar out positions, you're going to discuss books, you're going to play against, you're going to have postmortems. It's a very rich community. And then finally, and this is very important, you need a minus, and this is somebody to whom you can explain your ideas. And only when you can explain your ideas to somebody who doesn't get them yet, have you truly understood those ideas yourself. The third principle is very chess specific, and that is really a Soviet Botvinnik principle, and that you have to go over your games in order to progress. And so at the dojo, we have a games database, and you will be publishing your analysis into that database. Now, the act of publishing, when you're analyzing the game, will have the effect that you know that somebody else, maybe myself, will read your analysis, okay? And so you will try harder to be clearer about what you are thinking about, to be clear in your analysis. And that process of becoming clearer will help your thoughts get clearer too. And one of the great successes of the dojo is just throughout the years we've been doing this, we have a great collection of games annotated by a variety, all the levels of player out there. And so you can, before you even do the annotations yourself, you can see what a good annotation looks like at your level. So those are the 3 principles of the dojo. And finally, one of the beautiful things about the dojo is it really is a community, and it exists on the Discord, where you can ask questions either to ourselves or to the community, to your cohort, right? And then also we have a news feed where you can follow players and give them encouragement, questions, all that kind of thing as well. So 3 principles plus a community is the basis of the dojo and of chess improvement. The ChessDojo Training Program was built around 3 principles. The first is that to improve at anything, you need a structure and a plan to follow, something you can trust. And so at the dojo, we have material, whether you're an absolute beginner or you're a grandmaster, we have the appropriate material to get you to the next level. The second principle is something that also can be used to learn anything, and that's called the principle of plus minus equal, that you need somebody above you, an equal, and somebody below you. And in terms of the dojo, what that means is above you, you will have the senseis and other higher rated players who will give you insight and critique maybe on your games. But at a deeper level, the program itself is the plus that you have to give some measure. All right, we're back. Now, let's click on Treadstone here. So again, this is Alex B. I want to see if they have other games as well. No, it's just one game. It's just one game. Upload date fairly recently. That was a good one, man. So I'm gonna give dude a shout out in the Discord here. So say great annotation by Alex B. Hoping to see more. Okay, let's continue. So we just have one from Alex B. I think that's in there. That's it, whatever we got for 21, 22. That thing is in there. Okay. So, now we're going to check out this one. So this is Shoju. Let's check out Soju. Just another adult in chess improver. Got a FIDE rating. Should we stock him? Should we stock him? Oh, come on, give him a little stock. Give him a little stock. We're gonna probably talk. Oh, in Italy, nice dude. We are going to talk FIDE probably tomorrow morning on our Dojo Talks. Yeah, dude, FIDE's guys, they're doing some crazy stuff, dude. So, born 1997. You're not an adult. You're a kid. 1997. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, let's look. Oh, yeah, kind of tapped out. Okay. Great. We're going to look games. We got one game here. Okay. So. I'll pick a Kostya David. Well, I don't have that much choice. They didn't get Kostya did one game and David has like a couple games, you know. But yeah, of course. So this was part of my own old repertoire, but since my opponent had no FIDE rating, I guess it was a good idea to play something a bit more offbeat. Okay. The idea of this line is to say that the queen will lose a tempo, but that the knight on b3 is poorly placed. Yeah, I dislike it as well. Yeah, it looks great. Now, Queen E1, I think we could criticize a little bit. I know in similar positions, like a plan would be G4, G5, and to park this bad boy here. But White is playing this kind of sit chess, right? He's playing sit. Fe8 is an interesting move, yeah. A knight d5, interesting move. Yeah. Yeah, nice spot. Nice spot. so we're playing a weaker opponent. Ah, now he's toast. Completely lost. Well, you could also just play bishop b5 like a normal person. Yeah, that's a winning position. This is all forced moves. Oh, I got a really good coffee here, my friends. Okay. So that's Shoju. It'd be cool to see more from Shoju, dude. See activity. He's done some work. Good. Okay. I want to see more from Shoju. Okay. So. And now we have loads of games from Sungen. We have 2 from Zach Rissen. And then maybe Kolarod. All right, let's look at Sungen. Maybe Castle short, long. Abdul, I don't know, buddy. So, let's look at Sungen. Ah, come on, Sungen, you were doing so well, and now he's inactive. What's going on? He's done some. Dude's done some work. Dude's done some work. Oh, we need this guy to come back. No problem. He's got loads of games. 16. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, all right. We'll stock him. Denmark, 1992. It's a young man. Oh, I wanted to do this. No, he's making pretty good progress, too. You know, he stalls out in the COVID years, and then he's, yeah, this is great, dude. Okay, we need this guy back. All right. So, well, we could just start looking at his games here. So, these are all OTB games. Yeah, this thing is very popular these days. There's some crazy game, Abdul, we did recently where they played Bishop C5 or something and made my head explode. Okay. Maybe I've looked at this. F3. Yeah, I've looked at this game before. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. It was in so many games of this like kind of variation. Okay. So He likes knight b3 now. Hmm. So rook e8. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, now it's weird to be shocked by bishop c5. After 38 minutes, I played this move, b4. I had played pretty quickly up to this point. The idea was to lure the bishop off the tag. Right, it's very difficult to defend. Now, I just want to ask a dumb question. So, let me just look. King h1. We could look at queen e7 in a second. Rook e8. No, there's queen h4. There's queen h4. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Queen h4 is coming on king h1, bad boy. Oh yeah, this is, and you can't really play bishop f4 ever. Oh, the milk's gone bad. Okay, knight e4, t-e4, now he tanks and plays b4. Also thinks about king h1. Good, I like this variation. Rook e8, e6, f6. Oh yeah, very nice variation. Okay, these are great notes too. These are great notes. I like this a lot. So instead, b4 is played. No, it's interesting what you did. Why is Ben talking? He's got the crazy bishop c5 variation. Yeah, definitely. You take 38 minutes. That's a mistake. I'm attracted to this position for white too, though. I mean, I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, queen g5. Ooh, yeah, so this whole bum rush with the pawns. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just go back. Now, obviously, this is the most fanciful way of doing things, right? But you haven't developed any of your pieces soon, son, and now it's his turn. Yeah. Really fun and interesting position. Okay. So this happens, and right, we might lose our center. Maybe a3 was less cute and more effective. Pop, pop, and now bishop b5. Another miss. I did not see this move. My first instinct was rook f4 and the attack goes on, but then I got turned on to f6, which is crazy and unnecessary. Okay, let's look. Rook f4. Now, for sure, bishop d3 should be the first question for us. And he's saying this is busted. Personally, I'd be a little surprised if black was busted, just because the bishop on b2 is not in the game. That's why it doesn't seem like we should be lost. If you can tickle my d4 pawn, then I'm going to believe you. But until you tickle me, I'm not overly afraid. Like gf6, with the intention that ef6 I go king h8. No, I don't know. Well, you might just be getting hosed here, Kraai. Well, maybe you're getting hosed here. Okay. In any case, what he's first saying is that on rook f4, queen g5, he means a liability instead of a reliability, but that's fun. Verbal slip or whatever you want to call it. Now, here you're talking about maybe queen c1 here. Why are we considering queen g4 though? Right? Well, I don't know. Maybe it goes like this. That might be a legitimate hassle in the castle. I don't know if that's going to be a hassle in the castle, boss. Just play here. Maybe rook b1 first. And then if d2, bishop c3. Well, that should be okay. Okay, so queen g4 maybe too. It's hard to know what the hell's going on here. We are going to lose black's going to lose one of those coconuts though. Yeah, it's a hard position to judge. I don't know. I definitely want to keep. I guess I could play e3 too. But if I play e3, then I'm gonna. Oh no! Some things are gonna happen to me. No, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Okay. So really fascinating. Dude goes for it. So queen g5, king h8, rook f1. Oh my God. Wow, look at this. d3, e6. Welcome to the dojo. d2. Ooh, baby. E3, Rook F4, E2, King F2. Well, it's not going to be unclear. This is either winning or this is either winning or losing. There's no two ways, buddy. Oh man. Oh my lord. Okay. Unnecessarily messy. Yeah. Thanks. Uh-huh. Whoops. He blows it. Oh no. Oh! Oh! Dang. Dang. Wow, dude. What a great game, man. What a great game. Nice, man. All right. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Okay. So, I want to look at another one here. So, here's one he loses. And what you can see is the upload date. So he had a good consistency of doing it. And then it's been a while. Oh, he loves this. This is his favorite souse. Maybe this is the one I saw. Yeah, this is the one I saw. Yeah, that's right. I was like, I saw something very similar. Okay. That's fine to be at a book here. We're just playing chess, pals. Okay. Right, now we're opening things up. Yeah, we're not ready to open things up. But it is already a difficult situation. Timid. Yeah, definitely D4. Now the other dark side, Baus, is you ain't developing. you had a developing crisis, and this dude's just gonna sit around. That ain't it. Oh, he's determined, dude. Wow. Whoa. H5. You're a madman. Someone call the police. Someone call the police, dude. I don't understand any of these moves. Nothing. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. That one. Maybe that's genius and I can't recognize, but I don't understand that one. That was too hard for me. He gets a lot of these. Okay, good point. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, good. Knight a5. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Well, these are great notes, dude. The craziness of the candidates. Yeah, well, we got a lot to talk about, Bobs. We got a lot to talk about. There was Kostya wants to talk about, is it shaming FIDE? I don't know. I think actually, if I was going to talk about something right now, I want to talk about Dominguez, dude. You know? First, because if anybody had a right to complain, it was Dominguez. They changed the rules at the last second. Then he's like, okay, I'm going to go play this tournament. And he had mathematical chances even when he pulled out. He pulled out like a couple hours ago or something. Pulls out of the tournament. And you still had chances, Baus. You still had chances. I get it. And he's like, I'm risking some rating points? Nah, dude. This is your chance, boss. You're 40 years old. You will never have this chance again. Ever. You got to go for it. It's not a question. Not a question. Okay, so this is definitely a mistake to allow this from white. The bishop on b6 is terrible. You know, those a whole terrible. A lot of terribleness is happening here. Castle c5. Okay. And now definitely a little moment for white. Just in position. Very interesting position. Okay. So, DC, I'm concerned about queen e5, takes, and if I could park this guy forever on d4, then I would feel like I have a nice advantage. However, it feels like I'm always getting smacked. So, a4 is interesting, and then I'm trying to get, so what happens is, in this one, now I take, but here, black could say, obviously there's the bishop c5 question, but also does this one, and does white really have an advantage here? Well, okay, maybe something. And then he's talking about this one. Here, definitely you have an advantage, for sure, because the king is better. Easy chess. Okay. So he says, all right, I'm just going to sit. And bishop e6 is certainly a natural move. And so he's talking about, instead of bishop e6, we got this one. Wait, but doesn't dc5 like crush skulls? Maybe it's something like this. I mean, it's complicated. It's obviously complicated, right? Okay. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe dc5 isn't it? Bishop a6, rook fe1, cd4. You're talking about this move. Fascinating stuff. cd4, safe and sound. Yeah. I want dude to say something about the black king. I just have one desire. Yeah, when he plays c5, though, he's going to open his, I was going to say his junk, but we're not allowed to say that here at the dojo. Yeah, now you're toast. There you go, buddy. Queen e3, yeah. Or even queen g3. That wasn't it. This is a common mistake. You see people thinking that the opposite color bishops are drawn or something. It ain't drawn, son. Dang. Take it easy. That's another nice one. So Sangin is putting in the work, dude. That's right, Abdul, man. The Chump GMs in France. That story just broke. So actually, just to tell us what we're talking about, Abdul's referencing the fact that this just broke on Twitter that Ali Reza, dude. When you think about it, first of all, it's like, of course, Ali Reza should be in the candidates, but he's had like the worst year ever. It's very weird how he's had such a terrible year. Like, especially you think about it just a couple years ago, it's like, oh, he was the next coming, dude. And now he's losing to everybody. And just dropped, I don't know, 60, 70 rating points. And anyways, let's go look, dude. Let's go look at 2700 chess just real quick. So here we go. And there is, he's dropped so far, it's hard to find him. There he is at number 8. He's dropped an incredible amount of points. And he would have to pass so he'd have to gain 7 points. And the predecessor to this chump, the French chump GM thing, is that the Chinese organized something very similar for Ding Liren to get into the candidates prior to that, which he then went out to win. So, I don't know about what a tricky situation. So, Yeah, typical business. And I think Dominguez, dude, he must just have felt exhausted and just depleted. And the thing is, he got up to this very high rating, is his highest ranking in the world by far, and he got a case of defeatism. One thing Abdul said, I think earlier, was like, no, if Abdul gets the rating, he can't withdraw. That would be bad for the organizers. I was like, no, you can withdraw. And now proved, because he just withdrew now, dude. He's like, I'm out of here, Mouse. I've had enough. I'm going home. I'm going home to my comfy bed. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to tell the senseis, Abdul. I'm going to say, Abdul wants us to talk about the drama. Yeah. So actually, I'll put it in there now. So, let me just tell the bros here. Candidates drama. Dominguez. Ferrugia. Okay. So, well, Taliesin, that's true, maybe, but also, like, they changed the rules in the last second on Dominguez, too. So it was even crazier. All right, normally I don't go this many games on a dude, but we're probably going to have at least 2 games from this dude if I'm, yeah. Pop, pop, pop. Now, one thing's interesting about the way Black is playing is he plays violence every game. I wouldn't want to play like this as Black. Seems like I'm allowing too much for White. Returning to what I had looked at. Okay, these are all good notes. Oh, these are great notes, dude. G4, Bishop G6, Knight H4 with an advantage to White. These are great notes, man. So, he breaks the battery, but okay. Nice, C5, great move, dude. Now, I don't know if dude's finding this on his own or what, but that is exactly the right kind of thing we should be looking for. King H7. Oh, bows. Intuitively, I would now think White is better. He talks about C5. We gotta do this, dude. You get that knight on E5, you're doing fine. Wow, A4, huh? What a move. You really gotta be so fancy? Like, if C5 is our problem, can I be a simpleton and play like Queen C2 and then on C5 just play D5 and say I'm just doing amazing? You know, call me amazing. No, maybe c5, d5, c4, bishop c5, I guess. Yes. Okay, so a4, g6, rook f3, b4, queen c2. The milk has gone bad. He loves the a5 move. What are you doing with a5, buddy? Dang. These are all really good notes, man. Oh, right. See, Abdul, you have a better memory. Abdul likes to talk smack about his own memory. He's like, God, my memory isn't so good. It's not so good. This game ends quickly. This game. How many times do we see this, dude? Oh, here, this. So, this bishop c5 move, he gets freaked out by. This is well known in the dojo. This bishop c5 move. Oh my God! Oh no, not this! Please, not this! Okay. His opponent uses 1 hour for this move. Right, queen h4. We had looked at this before. Okay, it's a little bit of an opening drama, so let's skip that one. That was one of 15. Noah Walgreen. I'd say, Gregor, if you're watching this stream someday, dude, for the way you're playing chess, you don't want it. You need to be playing 3e5, dude. That's who you are. This is all dojo repertoire for black. Fascinating. Fascinating. This is one of I think this is in the dojo repertoire. Very interesting position. Okay. And now white plays the kind of shocking f4. And here we would want him to say like what we feel he should have done. Right, so his opponent is trying to be tricky because f5, bishop f5. Okay. These are great notes, dude. f5, thank you very much. Knight f4, thank you very much. And now he does a pawns or people situation. Now, what's interesting about this guy is he's never taking the positional route. He's never taking the positional route. He's always going for El Loco. So here he goes. Maybe it works. But right, knight d5, so much stronger. Okay. And now black lost his mind. So bishop g2, at the minimum we have knight f6, so that's no good. And a move like c5 is interesting. Now, I'm a little confused by all this. What about just bishop e4? Isn't black still in business after bishop e4? The drama is obviously he needs, well, it's not easy for the queen to come to g4, right? And then maybe it is this weird bishop h6 move that's going to happen to us. Whack! Holy crap! Oh, buddy! Oh, buddy! That's some balls right there, man. That's balls, son. Okay. Okay. Dang. Now, if that's the case, I want to consider... Okay, I just want to stress, I believe in the black position after knight h5. So, could I play knight d7? Now, first question, queen d1, bishop e4, and then I think I'm host. But let's check. I'm not sure I'm host. Because I say check, and then I go here. Okay, I think, I don't know. It's definitely not easy anyway. So, obviously if white takes, then I'm gonna control g4. Yeah, no, I think once that bishop e4 thing comes, it's not going to be easy to mate the dude. That's some real spicy sauce. Okay, so this is a death wish. Yeah, what are you doing, buddy? Queen d1, and you missed the bishop h6 thing, which I have a feeling neither player was thinking about during the game. But bishop h2 is one of the worst moves that Dojo's ever seen. And then he misses this knight g6 thing, right? Okay. Wow, missed that. And this is when you're an attacking player, this is the sad truth of the kind of thing that can happen to you. Well, first of all, congratulations in not being instantly, not giving up the game here. Because you're definitely toast here. Yeah, this is totally lost. Oh my God. How did you save this, Spouse? How did you save this game? Well, why rook g4? We'll play rook f7, buddy. No need to go loco in the cabeza here. All right, so somehow this all happened. Black is a terrible endgame player. And we agreed to a draw. Dang. Oh man, these games are great. Goodbye from the dojo. Bishop H2, goodbye from the dojo. Hi, Pepper Chess. We just witnessed. We just excommunicated this guy. It wasn't his opponent. We don't know, but I don't know if he'll ever show up in the dojo because he played Bishop. Actually, you know what? We welcome you. Come to the dojo. Just because you played one bad move doesn't mean we can't give you some love. Okay? And in fact, somehow our boy didn't beat you here. Yeah. Whew. Dude, Sangin is one of our best annotators, dude. For sure. Let's try to do one more. C4. Okay. Now we get some real messy mess here. Look at this. What are we doing here, Sangin? What are we doing? Oh my God. All right, he's copy pasting some stuff. Let's pretend we didn't see it for a second. D4 is an interesting move here for black. Yeah. No, we are playing chess. I don't know about B6. We gotta at least talk about it. Once Sangin gets into positional territory, man, that's when he gets in trouble. So let's look at it one more. Surprised on move 2. Oh yeah, this is weird. So this would be this situation. I guess this is White's intention here. And you could also do it like this. Now, I just want to say, I'm personally not convinced that this is so bad for black. Especially since when knight g6 comes, and we're threatening hg, so it's going to be hard for white to deal with the h4 business, right? So, excuse me. If white has to play g5, then we know black is okay because we'll get the f5 square. Take schmake on f5. Okay. Now you want to play a French. Okay. And white does not want to play French. All right. So, what do I believe about this position? So black took 2 moves, right? And the only thing slightly weird about white's setup is that the knight's here because the pawn's going to go to f4 someday anyway. So bishop e3 would be a natural move. And we got to say white, unless you have something amazing here, white's better. And on b6, you could just play knight d2, and we're just waiting for you to play e6 bows. And we have a fantastic French. White can't handle it. And now the knight's misplaced on f4. He loves this, dude. He loves his b6. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Why can't we just develop our stuff? Like knight e7. What's going on? Poor KY, no knight e7. All right, now, have you guys heard me talk about how people at this level don't understand development? What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, my God. I love how he says thank you. That's one of my favorite things about it. Yeah, good. Oh, we're doing great. He talks about Queen H4. That's a nice variation. See these nice variations he's doing, dude? This is how you learn to play chess. Welcome to the dojo. Now, of course, and bishop f1, bishop b5. Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, that's over. I love that. That's the kind of variation, dude. You start seeing that, your games will improve. Yeah, this is, I mean, we gotta say, this is crispy critters as well, right? Okay, my friends, I'm gonna come back after I get more coffee, and I'm going to can go over games that are not by Sungen. And then I think at around 10:30, 10:45, something like that, that's when the boys, the dojo boys, were playing the tournament without Dominguez, dude. I was really enjoying following the Dominguez thing as a fan. It was very, dude, let me just say, Dominguez, I have to shout at you a little bit, Baus. You were a fan favorite. You had a chance of a lifetime as an older dude to play in the tournament. Okay? What'd you do? You gotta still go. You can't just drop out. You're dropping out of life, Baus. Your rating, it doesn't matter now. This was your one shot at the title. Were you a dark horse if you had made it to the tournament? Yes, but you would have been the fan favorite, Baus. Oh, man. From your fans. Unwithdraw yourself, my friend, and play this round. Okay, I'm going to have them clip that. I'm going to have them clip that. We're going to put that up on Instagram, dude. GM Leon Buddy. Let's see, 138. For IG. I just tell the boys that. They pick it up for me. We're going over games from the dojo, and I just shouted down Dominguez for dropping out of the tournament like a chump. What are we doing, GM Leon? You know, what are we doing, buddy? Hey, Dominguez, bro, man, we were on your side, dude. We need you to have some balls, buddy. Here at the dojo, we believe in the big brass balls. And what is it? And I don't understand. Protecting your rating. Your rating, fine. That's cool. But it doesn't matter. You're 40, dude. Your rating's going to go down. We all know this. You have a brief little window. A little chancy chance. That's all it was, boss. It's not going to get any better. Trust me, Baus. I'm 51. It doesn't get any better, Baus. It doesn't get... Holding on to it too tight isn't going to make it stay with you. All right, my friends. I'll be right back, and then we're going to look at other games that aren't sungen in the dojo. Best annotations. Blah, blah, blah. The best annotations of the dojo. Bye. We are back. Ready for the hard work. Maybe I tell one thing to students. What's the schedule today? I have one student, my friends. I've narrowed it down. But yes, we go back. We're done with Sungen for the moment. The guy's doing amazing work. One of the best annotators in the dojo. Now we're going to look at Zach Risson. And I think I've probably looked at one or both of these because it was uploaded a while back. So here we go. All right. This is a very tricky business. Oh, this is all very theoretical. Now let me actually just say something about this position. You now have if like computers weren't around, I don't think people would know about this kind of stuff. So here we go. Rook E8. Knight D4. King B1. Yeah, I think this is this opening can be it can be very dangerous for black. because the computer, I think, says it's roughly equal, but it's very difficult to understand what the hell to do for black right now. And everybody's first intuition in this position as black, mine included, is that we're going to somehow try to mate white. Unfortunately, though, it's very difficult to mate Mr. White. It's very difficult. And he talks about bishop g4 being the only sensible move. I remember rook e1 also being a thing here. This is the line he gives. Yeah. Okay. So, right, incorrect. Knight f3. Oh, and this is a nice line. Knight f3. Knight d4. Damn! Now maybe that's a line dude found with his computer, but still. Great line. So knight ce2. I'm pretty sure I have seen this game. It's a very, I would want to talk about b4. So dude is saying bishop d5, e d5, queen b6. Maybe some computer analysis here from black. It's a little bit unclear. But positionally, the problem with knight d5, the thing I would want to say is, hey, the bishop on b7 bows, does it do anything? And the answer is, I don't think so. Again, black is thinking that they're going to try to generate something against the white king, but the white king is remarkably safe. Queen f2 we could talk about because it does allow for a4, so rook he1 first does make a certain amount of sense. Maybe, I mean, black could have also played queen b6. I get it. So this is what he's trying to stop, queen b6. These are beautiful notes, dude. Simple chess, we're playing in the center bows. Taste my coconuts. Don't talk about the coconuts so much, Jesse. Rook e7. Okay. I got questions, like, was this all forced or something? Rook takes b4 is a very interesting move, and then this one. Well, we can't stop here. So let me just say, we had another queen endgame kind of recently where something similar went down, and the problem is if it's not the amount of pawns, it's like who's got the best pawn in these things. And I guess I would want to continue here, but black doesn't get the pawn back. I don't think so. here. Maybe the pro move here is queen a1. Queen a1 at the minimum I can play actually queen a7. Queen f2, we're going queen d2. This looks very pleasant for white. This might even be technically winning. Hi Quad XE, hi Pepper Chess, here we go. Queen c8. Yeah, very, and this is just kind of wrong on principle in that you're offering something. You're offering something, I don't know if you want it, buddy. There's no need. Yeah, don't even consider queen c2 for that reason. And black trusts you and doesn't do it. Yep. That's our key variation. And you're hosed, buddy. Hosed. Oof. I didn't understand g5. Okay, I'm gonna feature this game. I'm also gonna look at his other game. Here he is black. Mm-hmm. True. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. That's an interesting evaluation. This kind of thing, by the way, I can say that is influenced by the computer, where the old timers always thought of the pawn on e4 being, the defining feature of the position. But in fact, white's got a lot of juice in this kind of positions. There's a whole class of positions where black plays d5, takes on e4, and the computer's saying, dude, I'm opening up my junk. I don't have to worry about it, this pawn. So that's its own interesting thing here. Mm-hmm. Now white needs a good move. What we can't h3 can't be it, Bose. What do you mean h3? Come on. You're gonna let the knight go to e5? Just like you're gonna encourage the thing to go there? Come on, buddy. I definitely want to talk about a different move besides h3. Because white isn't better. There's no way white's better after the knight gets to e5 without any problemito. Two takes. We must take back. And now King G7. Bishop E6 certainly looks the most natural, but I get it. I think we're saying that Bishop G4 is the main move for white anyway. I really dislike the taking on A6. Okay, to my sensibilities, here is the main question. But I don't actually know what I'm doing here. I don't really know what's next. Yeah, black seems fine. So first of all, if we decide that white is better here, then, and maybe is, maybe isn't, then we need a follow-up where we're showing how white might be better, right? No, knight d4 is kind of a bummer, dude. I think king g7 is a good move. At least I'm not sure what white should do now. How about the simplissimos knight d5? I'm just gonna play knight d5, buddy. Well, this gives you some questions. If you move the bishop, it's no bueno, because I take and go here. And that's the threat anyway. So knight c5, I can take and play knight f6. So yeah, I think that's got this h3. No way. You can't encourage the knight to come there. Come on. And then now this guy thought pawns were people. We could have told him here at the dojo that ain't gonna be it. Now I like black. Okay. Okay, so we're concerned about knight a4. No Goldilocks fever. And our bummer is bishop d5, rook d5, and he's going to touch our knight and the d7 square. A3 is probably better, and then dude misses this shot. Time pressure stuff. That's a great game, dude. Okay, I want to make sure. Let's go click on Zach. Also inactive. Jesus. He graduated, so this was back before. He graduated and then fell back down. Let's go click on Zach here. Peter Zach Risson. Born 2004. Dude's making good progress. Right, he clipped 2000, graduated, and then fell down a little bit. That's a great graph right there, dude. We have, at the top of the dojo, we have several German players who are doing great annotations. In fact, the Germans, as I said this yesterday, but this guy's further confirmation. The Germans are the ones who are doing the work, dude. Yeah. Yeah, the Germans are the ones doing the work. We have Half-Lives, Buck Duck, you know, Malformed, you know. This guy, Peter Zachrisson, joined May 8th. Okay. Wait, did I make sure to feature that game? I did. Okay. And we got loads more Sangin. And then we have this dude Kolarod. And let's go over here to try to find Kolarod. I don't know Kolarod. Or is it, it's confusing. Because like, yeah, what is, no, okay, who's doing this annotation? Huh. Okay. Well, the reason he doesn't have any moves against Queen C2, wait, why can't you play Bishop F5 here, Bows? Poor K, why not? Right, you could also play CD first, if you were afraid of DC for whatever reason. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, though. So, Shattered Nirvana, who's in a lower cohort, is playing this Kolarod person. It's really confusing. A bunch of games, and then we have... So these are very confusing to me. So somebody's putting these games in... see, where is Jordan Groff? Where is Jordan Groff? I don't know how I find these people. Jordan. Okay, here he is. Follow. Dude's doing pretty good. Okay. Yeah. All right, makes a lot of sense. Let's see some games. Oh, we got some good games here, dude. So, what's true? And Jordan graduated, so technically might have some games that... Yeah, you can see there's actually most of these games are in the 2021. And then, oh wait, and then we go forward. Dude's done a lot of games, man. And then somehow I didn't see these games yesterday, first question. And then next question. Hold on, well, let's see activity. And I go over here. When did dude graduate? He did the REP match, dude. So he's been inactive for a heck of a long time. But when did... He graduated at some point to be 2122. That's why the lower rated players play it. G6 is the engine move. Unbelievable. Okay, wait, Hubskirt. Kolarod doesn't have a real account, playing Nirvana from an anonymous account. So, does that mean that like Nirvana uploaded the game and did the... I don't... No entiendo what's happening. So, um, we're getting people submitting games from anonymous accounts and stuff. What's going on, my friends? Okay, the Jordan Groff, I want to know where you are, buddy. And, okay, wait, let's go click on him again. He's definitely, maybe here he was putting the games in and then here he jumped up. Let's go stalk him for a second. Dude's a NM. We need him back. Let's see. Boss, I'm clicking here. I'm clicking. Oh, it's being a real jerk. Okay, I'm trying to get, it won't click on general here. It's being a real jerk face. I guess it doesn't tell us when the guy was born. Right, so just recently made it. Doing great, man. I started playing back in 2010. Look at that, dude. That's some progress right there. Okay. So, Jordan Groff. I don't know which cohort to put you in, my friend. Okay. 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 Oh, these are good. These are great notes, dude. And we get this liquidation. Okay, I like your position. Right, yeah, your B2 is held, dude. What are we doing? Rook takes D8. You okay? I mean, I don't like you playing Rook A5, but maybe you can play that chess that way. You're structurally better here. What are we doing though? Why are we trading everything off and not talking about it? So one of the things I'll say is he ends up losing this game, and there's a lot of these moves here where his opponent, I think, gets too frisky and allows this position. And this has to be close. It's very dangerous for black because the C1, the B2 square is so easily defended, whereas black has loads of griefs. So I'm not sure about Rook D5, C6, Rook A5. But I do feel, let's just say I play Rook D2 and laugh at this Rook B8 move, right? Okay, you do this. And I go here. And then maybe here, here. And then maybe that's the critical question. See, I want to tell this guy, welcome to the dojo. That's what I want to tell him. So like queen d7, if rook b2, I think I got more than one move, but this was my intention. And that was my intention. He might live through it. He might live through it. Okay. But that's the kind of thing I would want him to analyze in these games here, in these moves. Because he slowly loses the thread here from a beautiful position. And we would want to see more analysis here. So for example, a very simple path would be to just ask, well, what would happen if I brought my coconuts over? Maybe we could even start this way. What would happen in that case to the what would happen to the coconuts? What would happen to the coconuts, Mouse, if we just started moving it on over? All right, so things kind of go bad here. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. So in here, we would want to talk about how in this position, h5, if bishop, let's go here, bishop f2. In this position, if bishop g5 is in fact allowing h4, h5, that h5 is the correct move. Right? Okay, nice notes. I have a feeling we might find better notes from Kolarod here. Not Kolarod, Jordan Groff. But wait, that's it? Wait, is that all we got from Jordan Groff? Wait a second, Bowes. Oh, where did he go? Oh, wait, that's Jordan Groff. I think we go back. Oh, no. You're killing me. No, you're in the wrong spot. So there's Jordan games. See, Jordan Groff is all these games. This is the GM Kraai, that's right. Seems like Shattered is playing classical training games versus a much stronger player and accidentally put a few in the 21 cohort instead. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Okay, so, yeah, Jordan is an NM, I know. So, let's look at, I feel like I know this guy, Flock here. One way I could cheat is I could put some of these games, if I found a good one, I could put him in the 21-22 cohort. Yeah. Bishop c3 seems more like it's to the point. That's a good variation right there. Now black, he doesn't understand chess and he's like trying to do the wrong things here. I don't understand that move. Fine. Yeah. And now he should play a5, right? Knight d1 is also a good move, correct? Oh, he changes the structure. Incorrect the mundo. Okay, good. I don't know about that move. Very nice. Oh, now he's getting hurt. Talk about king e5, of course. Uh-oh. It's going to be mates, friend. Well, it's an interesting game. I already featured that one. I already did feature that one. Oh. I'm confused. So I might put some of these, I might put this Jordan Groff's game, or maybe pick one and put it into the 21-22 cohort, as dude is technically an NM. And somehow graduated himself. Right. Okay, good notes. I agree. C4 is a little bit drastic. Good move. Oh, black is putting on a clinic here, dude. Right, and then the problem with this sack is the bishop is still bad. If you were freeing your bishop with this, it would be, it's also a good game. Okay. Jordan Groff, come back. Come back to the dojo, buddy. Let's look at this one. I don't know. That's hard for me to understand. This is really hard for me to understand. Yeah, you gotta play F5, buddy. What are we doing? Yeah, he's trading off his best bishop for your worst bishop. So he missed this move. And now Jordan needs to tell us what he should have done instead of F4. Because then this position needs to be evaluated. Because then when this position happens, we should think about other moves. Because in addition to bishop h3, bishop g4 is interesting, bishop e6 is interesting. I don't think this is a good trade for white. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, let's keep going here a second. 109 moves here, Jordan Groff. Holy moly. This is actually part of my dojo aggressive repertoire. Oh, dude just allows queen takes c6. Okay. Well, this is an interesting position. Now he blows the pawn. Oh yeah, this is a dangerous position. They're already low on time at move 21. Oh no. Or still worse. Oh, here we go. We got to talk about some of Black's moves here. No, he's just fooling around. Black is fooling around. It's okay to fool around a little bit. Yeah, are we in trouble here? Okay, wait. Obvious questions. This would be great for him to analyze. This is a very typical ending. We have this as part of the dojo sparring. Okay. That was that 109 game. Moves. This is okay. That's a good note. This is all a little controversial. Good. Now White's blowing it. Good move. White has no idea what they're doing. Oh, this is all well done. Okay. These notes are great. I'm trying to find the one I feel like is the best. You know? I'm trying to find the best. Okay, that feels very equal to me. I don't like h6. 94 is definitely interesting. That would lead to this position. No, you are fine. Baus, you can do all kinds of things here. You can do all kinds of things here, including bishop h3 and e3. Okay, so he loses his mind. Also, it's a weakness. I like that you put your business on d6. I think White was thinking that if he got the bishop, he'd be doing good. Now maybe you should have thought about getting frisky. Move like queen g4 here. Because you should really think that maybe someday g5 could come. b4 is controversial. Now he goes for it. Oh my God, here we go. Uh-huh. Oh, we like your position. Good move. We might want, there's a lot of these moves I want him to think a little bit longer on. That's terrible. Good move. Okay. 40 minutes on the clock. I spent somewhere around 20 minutes on this move. Good. And I'm pretty sure it was a mistake. So king e5, king d5. Well, definitely, that's not good. You don't have to analyze any more from here, buddy. Mm-hmm. Good move, my white. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good, good, good. Here's a nice variation. Uh-huh. Wow. Fascinating. Now, why are we doing this? I see. And then he's drawing. Okay, good variation. It's really cool. Oh, no. We can't play king f4, dude. Ooh. Oh man, yeah. Let's feature that game. Okay. Shouldn't we see this from Black's point of view? We probably should have. Abdul. Brett Hitman Hart subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. The excellence of execution this year. Okay. Yeah, no, he played some bad moves, but we're at this is where you're at. This guy is now officially 21, 22, and that's what they do. That's what they do. Also, h6 was bad because a lot of times you're going to want to play the f pawn and then you weaken the g6 square. So it was wrong from more than one perspective. Okay, let's take a quick break. I'm not going to leave you. I know I'm good at leaving you. Yeah, but let's go and let's see what the pairings are. I'm still pissed at Lenier, dude. I'm gonna call him a chump now. I was all in with Lenier, dude. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Okay, so we go over here, pop. Games. Oh, wait, what round? Where's rounds? This hasn't updated. I'm pretty sure it's gonna start in like 15 minutes. So I'll just have my eye on this thing. Maybe when it starts, I will take a break to do my own lunch and just leave it on. So, that's Jordan. Oh, and Just go back here, buddy. So these were put in wrong by me. And then Shattered Nirvana put some stuff in wrong. I don't know how these things ended up in the wrong cohort here. So, what I'll show you guys then the bummer. Then I go 22, 23, search. And we only got this dude. And this guy's our hero, man. This guy's our hero. So let's find, and I don't know why some of these games get put in the wrong cohort. I have yet to see any of this guy's annotations, so it's pretty cool. At least I haven't looked too deeply. Let's stalk him. Croatia, 1992. Nice. Lovely progress. Well, I guess I was looking at the blitz at first. So yeah, dude, you know, this is by the way, this is what a hard plateau looks like. And so, you know, to bump from here, 2175 to 2250, that's an achievement, Bowers. That's definitely an achievement. I think, well, yeah. So, and, right. So in terms of people who are not senseis and who are active, then this guy's our guy. You know, dude is bringing it. Look at this. Look at this dude. The dude is bringing it. Okay, so he's got these games. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay. Bishop d2 is an old-time idea, of course, to try to take back with the bishop. So, it's interesting. So, I've seen this kind of thing. Imagine that the pawn is on c7, the queen is on d1. Would be the same line with the bishop d2 variation. Okay, I like this. Now we get a typical Grunfeld. I want to read a little bit. My usual g6 crap, but rather go for the Grunfeld. Because if you're a Grunfeld player, you got to be happy with this very interesting situation. I think you should anyway. So e6. Okay, good. Now, by the way, you guys, what I want to stress is when you go up in rating, you start analyzing your games. This is the kind of nuanced thing that you start to appreciate, where maybe we have some grief in this position. And what's interesting is the real grief is the position of this pawn. So this pawn were here and this pawn were here. then I'd rather be black, pretty sure. But now, it's true that I might have a little problems. I still believe that black should be fundamentally okay, but I understand what the dangers are. And one thing that's interesting about this move, computer or not, is that if you feel the danger in the position, that's when you would consider a radical move like b5. Otherwise, you're just going to play the normal b6. So, right, the problem is our dark squares here. Logical. I love white's play. Now, is f4 a thing that's got to be done? I would want to analyze f4. c4 is, it's a tricky thing. I've vetted this situation before, and it's like, as white, and it's like, well, when do I do it, when do I not? And then he evaluates pop, 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 pop as being worse for him. Just seeing if I agree with this statement. Maybe the key problem is if king f8, knight b7, and how do I hold it all together? Whew. b4. I don't want to do b4 though, Bows. I really don't want to do it. Yeah, b4 should strike us as like, I don't know. Because now the queen can move and talk to the dark squares, which he immediately does. Oh wait, he takes? Well, we got to talk about knight takes d7, right? Don't we got to talk about knight takes d7? Why aren't we talking about knight takes d7? What about queen b2, Bows? Threatening, you'd think it would be threatening knight g4, but I guess maybe he's saying that after rook a e8, he's the man in charge. Oh, what's happening here? Okay, so I get it. This is just horrendous for us. Nice move. And then he makes a meek move with g3. f5 is very strong. And if he doesn't find f5, then queen e5 also looks very hard to deal with. Okay, interesting. Nice move. Okay. At least you're doing something. That's the way we play chess. Well, yeah, why would I get it? So he didn't like b3 because of a3. But now the queen can't move, Bob. So how are we going to lose? How are we going to lose this position now? Oh, we can lose it by playing by allowing rook e8, I guess. But what is white doing? Like, okay, I guess there's questions. So queen d6, I don't know, because of rook e7. Is rook e8 a thing for white? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, maybe it is. I understand. Well, if it's a computer idea, you at least tell us what it wants here. At least tell us what it wants, dude. Because one thing is, I'd like to play king g7, but then after rook c5, I don't think I can play queen b6 because I got a problem. Maybe actually I do play king g7. And on rook c5, then I play rook c8. And I tell white that I'm going to win that c pawn. That might be true. There's still some things to talk about. Okay. Is this finally on? Oh, round 6, here we go. So let's see where my boy Brandon Jacobson's having a tournament of his life over here. Playing one of these. One of these Indian dudes. Okay, so where is Kostya? Where is David? David Law. Actually, I'm not. They're gonna be, if they're on there, buddy. Are you guys represented? There's Brandon Jacobson's brother. Okay. We're way down in the dumps, dude. I don't even know if we're here, dude. We're not even here, man. Bows. You guys stinking up the dojo, man? They're stinking it up hard, dude. They're stinking up the dojo, my friends. I don't see their names here at all. And the results are never shown on this page. Can it be true, my friends? My boys have stunk it up so bad that nothing's going on here. Oh, man. I'm going to click it one more time. Activity. Last 7 days. He's doing it. This guy's bringing it. I'm loving this guy. And is he just going by his normal name on Flagmaster Nemec? Okay. Okay. So, let's finish this game, Bows. A very interesting position. Again, I'm not sure about f4. It was necessary. Right, white doesn't prosecute this thing. Black gets a little bit of play. Oh my God. Rook c8. Yep, there you go. And then somehow we miss queen d6. Uh-oh. Okay, very fun. So they got some time trouble going on. Oh, it's hot here. What WTF is this game? Rook C5. Yeah, now you should be fine. Good. This should be no problemo. Whew! The heat is on. It's on the street. Ooh, ooh. Wow, great, man. That was a great game, too. All right. You guys, is it true that there's nothing going on here for the dojo? There's no Dominguez. There's no Kostya Coast. What's going on, man? Man. Buddy. All right, what was this guy's name? Flagmaster? All right, I'm gonna do by Flagmaster in the 2200, 2300 cohort. And then we'll say that dude should be a dojo coach. Actually, and then I'll highlight one of his games here I thought was good. All right, you guys, I think that's the end of the moment for me because it's time for lunch, and Kostya Coast and David aren't analyzing their games, so they're not on the top boards. That's why they're not there. It's unfortunate. I think I might be back later to do more dojo stuff. But the thing I want to say is tomorrow morning, I think we're going to talk about the candidates drama. And let me just say, it's a little, we have to have Abdul maybe on the talks because Abdul has a better sense of like all the ins and outs of what went down. But I'm going to have to do some studying up because it's complicated, man. It's complicated, all the different ways and the potential corruption behind the scenes to see who gets into the candidates. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to talk about that, I think, tomorrow. Kostya's there, Bounce. Oh, we'll go back. I haven't seen him. You tell me what board, because I'm not seeing Kostya Coast, but Look at this, actually. Wait. You guys, there's Lanier. Look. It says he's here. What? Maybe he didn't drop out? What? Wait a second. I just did a rant about, maybe he heard my rant, dude. And it was like, screw it, I'll play. What? I don't know if you're allowed to withdraw and then unwithdraw. Now I'm looking real close because they're telling me Kostya Coast is in here, but I'm not seeing Kostya Coast. There he is. Ooh, he's playing sassy. Okay, I take it all back. The things I said were lies. So, by the way, David drew Sassi in like round 2 or something like that. And David's best game of the tournament. So, thank you, Abdul. It'll be really interesting. There, it says that Dominguez is there, but I don't think he's actually there. And why, if he is there, why would he be on such a low board, right? Didn't I see him way down here? What's going on here? Why would he be on such a low board, dude? Oh, man. I don't know. The drama continues. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change scenes. And I'm going to just make a basic Jadoob here. And I'm going to get this board out. And I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to say... darn it. That isn't it. Bows. Sunway Sitkus. There we go. Good. And I make a scooch. And I make a booch. No, I gotta make another booch. I gotta make this bad boy smaller. Darn it. Smaller, please. I gotta give his opponent a face. There it is, bows. And if Lanier is playing, dude, I know I'm pronouncing the guy's name wrong, but if Lanier is playing, I'm gonna bring him and put him right there. Okay? But right now, by the way, I think the round officially started now, but that it's going to be about 15 minutes until the like stream lag or whatever you want to call it happens. It would be a really interesting turn of events if Lanier dropped out of the tournament and then said, screw it, I'm in. And honestly, dude, that would be great if he slept on it and was just like, you know what, I am going to play. He is evolving, I know, man. All right, Abdul's saying they did the pairing before he withdrew and that is why he's there. Maybe. But yesterday was the off day and he withdrew yesterday. In fact, I can tell you, at least according to Twitter, when he withdrew. Let's see if I can find that tweet. No. He didn't tweet it himself. So somebody else was tweeting about it. Agard kind of is with me. He's like, I'm actually a bit disgusted with Dominguez withdrawing from Sitkus. He entered the event and should finish it. Oh, I'm telling you. I don't think, let me just tell you as a fan, if you're sick or something and you want to withdraw from an open, whatever. But, dude, this was your one chance. Your rating doesn't matter, boss. It doesn't matter. You're 40. Your rating is going to go down. You're at the peak performance. You have a small chance at making it for the rating. You have to do it, dude. Anyways, so it was announced. The festival itself looks like it announced it 15 hours ago. Oof. So, either he changed his mind, which would be really cool. That would be really cool. Or I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know what happened. Anyways, there's Coast to Coast. And yeah. I'm gonna go eat lunch, my friends, and then I'll kind of be checking in on the situation as it evolves. The tournament account itself did the announcement, right? So, right, we're anticipating, dude, that he's not there. But for Coast to Coast, we're gonna watch this business here. All right, you guys, I'm gonna eat lunch. I'll be checking in, but I just want to have Coast to Coast on the screen. If someone finds David's game miraculously, that would be cool to see it too. David, dude, he had a great start of this event, man. Oh, it's tough. I wish I want to play an event like this. Well, I'm gonna play a strong event in MLK weekend, so in less than a month. So I get to play too. All right, All right, I'm just checking in on what the hell's happening with Lanier too, and I want to change the stream title. Stream manager, I changed title. Watching Kostya. All right, done. I am done. And then I want to look at, how do I find? He's playing the Chumps GMs right now, man. What? Oh, man. I'm just gonna go look to see if Lanier is really playing, dude. He was down here. So this is the game. Oh, excuse me. I'm on a different window, but I just confirmed that the pairing is still up. That at the moment, though, we don't have any moves. So that's going on. And now if I hit watch, am I able to see Ali Reza versus the Chump GMs? This is a big question that we all want to know. Hungarian. Yeah, where's the Chump GMs? I don't know, maybe at least chess.com's not playing it, but apparently Abdul Sam, this is actually happening with Ali Reza versus the Chump GMs. The Chump GMs might crack him, dude. You know, unless it's a fixed situation. So, what do I want here? I want to change layout a little bit, yes. So, I'm going to put here, make smaller. Go here, make bigger. There we go, bounce. Let's go, Kostya. So Kostya, of course, he's getting real frisky over here, man. This guy's getting real frisky. Well, good luck, Kostya. I'm eating lunch. here, my friends? I don't know. Wait a second. See here, so I'm confused by F2, bows. F2 is what confuses me. Real confusion with F2. You can't hear? What do you mean you can't hear? Can you hear me now? I can hear. Yes, you can hear me. You can hear me, right? What's happening here, coast to coast? Dude, this is a real no comprende moment for me. Oh, no, this dude, man. Oh, man. Looks lost to me. Looks truly and truly lost. Oh. Well, no, I still don't understand. Just don't play E1 coast to coast. F1, rook E2, queen F4. Game over. That's it, Pose. Nothing left to do, Bones. Nothing left to do. Oh, but my audio is in fact not working. Ass. Brother ass. How come you're not working? It says it's working, so why isn't it working? Oh, man. It says it's working, but it's not working. Pop. Can you hear me now? Still, it should be working. Still, it should be working. All right, there it's working. Okay. Dude, Kostya coast. Comeback kid, dude. Comeback kid. Take that pawn, buddy. Take that pawn. This is totally lost. Yep. Check to the miserable game. Now, do I think White has practical chances here? Not really. Not really. We can tame those pawns, and our each pawn is going to roll. Keddy is rating us. Thank you so much. Keddy, dude, this is comeback century, man. It was, I thought, well, definitely Kostya was totally toast. He was totally gone. I mean, he was gone. But he, the thing was, this dude Krishnan hadn't done those endgame studies that Kostya did the Chessable course on. If he had done those studies, he might have been able to get by this one. Now, he's going to need some kind of study-like maneuver here to avoid the hacksaw, the Kostyan hacksaw that's going to come at him here. Yep. It's crispy crisp, man. Okay. I'm not sure I have a comprende on that one. Queen E1 looks good. H5 looks good. If you want to get real fancy, you could play Queen E1 and then H5. Queen E4 is also an annoying move, just preventing the movement. H5 is fine. I don't think Kostya has any norms, no. Not that I'm aware of, and he also has to reach 2,500. So now here's an interesting question. Could we play Queen E4? It might not need to be quite so fancy, Kraai. Queen G3 is a nice simple move to play. One nice thing for Kostya man, is he's the one with the dirty checks. Now, let's just think about it for a second. There's like mild concern over B6 checks. But does it really do anything? No. As long as we don't allow like some kind of crazy optimal reorganization, like with or optimal coordination with the white gig, it's hard to imagine how B6 is really going to do it. Queen E4 is a nice move. There's no taking on H5. B6, I just play King C6. And I say bows. Queen E4, you can play Rook D4, I guess. Queen E4, Rook D4. Queen E2 is a nice move. Yeah, this is crispy critters. When the crispy go critters, man. Yeah, I like Queen E4. I don't know what you guys are talking about, tanking on purpose. How did this go down? Give him some dirty checks, please. There you go. Well, looks like Rook D4 is forced. Queen E2 is a hell of a drug. practice this endgame sensei, man. This 30-second increment. You can go forever, dog. You can go forever. Well, knight f3, that idea might be coming up sooner than we think. As you could play queen e2, king b4, h4, and white doesn't really have all that much. Here I don't think we can play h4 though. I don't know what the idea is here actually, what Kostya wants. I'll give him some checks, Kostya Kost. Give him some checks. Now, are you allowing king a5? Probably not. Now again, he can have the same idea as queen e2, starting with queen f1, king b4, h4. Okay, queen c1. Now, are you allowing king d5? Parts of this, I'm just feeling Kostya is allowing a little more than he should, but I don't know if it makes too much of a difference here. Dude, Krishan, he's not doing well against the dojo, man. He ain't doing well against the dojo, I'll tell you that. I thought he played actually a very nice massage. And I thought it was basically over. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was just over. And then I tuned back in and it was, in fact, I was going to call it, you guys. I was going to call it. I was going to be like, Krishan, it's over, buddy. Game over. You've lost. The dojo's no longer covering your game. No, but then this happened. Yeah, we're expecting h4 here. Kostya's just going to double check some. So it's going to, yeah, there we go, good. We're anticipating b6 here. All right, where did it go down? So this was our position. Knight d7. Now, he had other moves. I thought king d4 was winning pretty easily. Okay. Then this went down. Here was our position. And has it become complicated? I don't know, actually. It seems like king d2 should hold it together fairly well. Dude played c4, then e3 happens. Okay, now king d1 should hold it together fairly easily, I think. It's a little complicated with king d1. But now, I think it's gone, dude. Jesse no entiendo, this one. Because now this happened. That's when I tune back in and it's like, oh, buddy, the milk has gone bad. So here we got this thing. Does white really have a meaningful way of playing this? It is very unfortunate to me. I like king c8. We're in control. Well, it's hard to give this dude some advice here. Queen's a hell of a monster, man. You know, you don't want to mess with the queen, dude. She'll mess you up. Okay, so here comes rook d6. Reasonable people would now expect h3 to be winning. However, they would need to calculate c6 and what's going on there. Queen f4 now is a reasonable move. Because king b5, h3, and then there ain't no c6, honey. Here comes h3. Here comes c6. And now this should be winning too. But now, of course, on queen f4, dude has king c5, which you didn't have if we just played it one move earlier. Check to miserable king. No, check. That was funny. The board went to queen e3 first. Be careful, Mr. Kostya Kost. So we could actually lose. If we played h2, we could lose. Don't do that, though. Don't do that. Alright, so queen e3 would force king b5. But then we have, oh yeah, that's pretty simple. Queen e3, king b5, queen e5, resigans. Resigans, my friend, resigans. Yep. That's a check to the miserable king, all right. Queen e3, bam! Oh, queen e3, dude. What a terrible, terrible thing. You're making it too hard, rf3. Look at queen e3. Queen e3, we're going to win the b pawn or the rook. He goes queen e5. I guess he's your lifestyle. I guess he's going your lifestyle right there. That makes me a little nervous, but, you know, what can you do? Luckily, there's no c7, king c6 in that variation. Coach is going to mull it over a second. Yeah, well, RF, a knight of 3. He did hear you, dude. He did hear you, man. Look at that, dude. Kostya didn't resign, dude. Move 81. Move 81. No, he put it together, dude. Well, they might be shining the score sheets right now. There it is. Nice, dog. Nice. I'm going to give Hello Kostya a shout out. Say hello, Kostya. Didn't resign. Nice. That was pretty epic, dude. That was pretty epic, man. Oh, Kostya's bringing it, man. This poor guy. Dude, let me just say, this guy he's playing, this guy ain't no chump, dude. This guy is not a chump. This guy used to be 2,700 fairly recently. Fairly recently, dude. Yeah. No, Kostya did not get a GM norm, my friends. But he put together a hell of a game right there. That's right. Welcome to the dojo. Woo! Man, oh man. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. That's enough for me. That's a show ender, show stopper. Who are we gonna raid about? Oh, he likes it when I raid that other one, Sunway Sitkis, something or other. Oh, it's offline. They're done. They're done even with their thing, dude. You know. All right, so here we go. Chess Kid. We're gonna raid that. Whoever Chess Kid is. You know, I don't know who that is. I hope they have their shirts on over there at Chess Kid. If you're wondering if you should resign, maybe not. Maybe you should resign. And you should definitely check out the Chess Dojo.